Aloha, take two. Anybody there? Aloha. This is Tom Lesher with the Weekly Pele Report. It is an astrological forecast. This one is for the week of May 23rd, 2012. And I'm a day late because I was in Portland and I couldn't do this yesterday because of clouds and rain. Rain. I'm not going to do a Pele report with an umbrella. So at least I'm back in California where there's some sun, very nice. And of course it's very nice taking the plane today because really, we're moving into the air. It's been a month, where we've had that sun in Taurus, Mercury in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, Moon Lilith in Taurus. It's been earth, it's been heavy, it's been rocky, it's been dense, it's been thick. The idea has been to get down and get into our bodies and our senses and our gardens and connect with this physicality of this earthly reality. And there's a shift. It's time to pick it up. It's time to be like a bird and take those seeds and take that little, take that stuff and fly away. Yeah, we've got the sun going into Gemini. We've got Mercury going into Gemini. And things are going to pick up. They're going to speed up. Gemini is a mutable sign. It has to do with change. It has to, in the air, has to do with shifting and shape-shifting. And we know sometimes Geminis can be a little bit of shape-shifters, changing their mind from 1 minute to the next, 1 day to the next. Don't take them to the restaurant, and just, you have to sit there and wait for them to decide what they want to eat, So they want everything on the menu. Variety. But the beautiful side of it, the upside, the great part of this Gemini is curiosity. It is study. It is gathering more information. It is communicating and reaching out and teaching and sharing ideas. And so this last month where we've kind of gone inward and, felt our feelings, now is the time to start stepping out. Write that little article. Put up that blog. Send those emails. Connect with your neighbors. Work out your issues. Talk it over. Negotiate. Yeah, it's like Gemini is the sign of the diplomat, the ambassador. Let's talk things through, figure things out, see if I can get away with, away with this or away with that. It is the trickster, Kokapelli. So it's a wonderful energy. And what I want to talk a little bit about today is just that it does have to do with what we would call the lower mind. Sagittarius, its polarity, is the right brain, or they call it the higher mind in astrology. And Gemini is this lower brain, the left brain, the lower mind. And let's just talk about what the mind is. The way that I see it, of course, is we are infinite spiritual beings, and we incarnate into these physical bodies, and we give ourselves an ego. And that ego is just like the manager of the store. It's the manager of the body. It lives in separation. And its job is to keep that body alive. To keep us alive. So it's about food. It's about hunger. It's about sex. It's about shelter. It's about procreation and creation and safety and security. The tool of that ego is the left brain, the lower mind. It's Mercury in astrology. It is yes, no, right, wrong, good, bad, up, down, black, white. It's the square wave, not the sine wave. It's either this way or that way. And so Gemini, this lower mind, of course, it rules over language and communication. And we have to be logical and rational in order to really, make things happen in this physical plane. And we don't need to confuse the manager of the store The ego that's taking care of our body with who we essentially are. It's great. I'm reading this book, Anastasia, now. Yeah? And she has this ray. And she's able to speak every language. She's kind of like a forest fairy. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. Set up in Russia and Siberia. Anyway, if you get a chance, it's wonderful. But even if not, the idea here is that we are infinite spiritual beings, and we have intuition, and we have feelings, and these feelings are not just limited to like emotions. There's a huge, wide bandwidth, a huge spectrum of feelings, of psychic perception to third eye. I'm getting a feeling, around this. And then we come from the heart, and we have feelings from the heart. And then we have gut feelings. And then we have root chakra feelings. Where there's all this level of feelings. And then there's the mind, the brain, the left brain. Dot. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So what we want to do is just really consider that we are our bodies, we are our feelings, we are our thoughts, and we are spirit infinite. And not be caught, not be limited, in the little envelope, in the small, little, narrow perception of our mind. But really feel into life. Our feelings are just like 90 times, 100 times more powerful than we know, than we have been told. In fact, they are the secret to our power. So this is a time with the sun, and it's going to conjoin with the south node of the moon this weekend. On Saturday, we have a sun, south node, Mercury conjunction. And it's very powerful. As the moon moves through Cancer on Thursday, and then it's in Leo through Friday and Saturday, and then it moves into Virgo on Sunday. Monday, it creates a grand cross with the moon's nodes and Neptune and Chiron over in Pisces. The moon's going to come up to join Mars. So Monday, there'll be a little bit of a shift in the energy. But overall, this weekend is very light. It's very fun-loving. It's very gregarious. It's time to socialize, come out of our little caves and our little caverns, and share and communicate the treasures that we found while we were doing our inward journey of Taurus. But the idea is not to get lost in the superficial, and understand and use our ego, use our communication to discover and uncover and relate the deeper nature of ourselves. The sun will be coming into a square with Neptune this weekend on Saturday, and that square to Neptune can bring confusion because our mind is limited in its perception. And if it does not consider or bring into, awareness the feelings, there can be this where we're cut off from our true intention, from our true feelings, from our true heart, and we're lost in mental masturbation. We're lost in the monkey mind. We're lost in just endless ideas. We can talk ourselves into anything. We can justify anything. We can rationalize anything. So the danger is, with too much Gemini and the square to Neptune, the conjunction to the south node, is just to be talking bullshit. Try not to talk bullshit, but just slow yourself down a little bit and come into express your real, true, authentic self with all of this communication. Yeah? It's really great. So the mantra for this week anyway is, when my mind is in service to spirit, I am not confused or distracted, but totally proactive. Yeah. Okay, you get that? When my mind is in service to spirit, I'm not confused or distracted, but totally proactive. It's time to get on with it. It's time to go forward. We've had our vision. We've had our eclipse. There's still more coming in. Allow that mind to receive the programming from our deepest, highest, innermost self. And then when this lunar eclipse comes next week, I'm going to talk more about that in the next Pele report, then we're going to be like all set to really rock it. So, that's all for today. I hope you have a wonderful time. Nice seeing you. Aloha, namaste, so much love.